Brain Tellers Network. This is From the Hat. I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix.
I'm John.
They're tired because we've been doing this a lot today.
I'm not tired. Go to hell.
This is From the Hat, the show we pick things out of the hat and do a talk about them because logic. Today, I'll be drawing from the hat. Topic is going to be...
Nibbles.
Oh man, I should have written that.
No, the topic's
Oh
going to...
my god, I don't know. Sorry.
Why did you have to do that? The topic is Lord of the Rings, not nipples.
Can we do make it nipples instead?
You
No.
can put nipples in next time.
Okay.
The topic today is Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings, great.
This is where the theme is coming.
So, Aragorn has great nipples, right? Just like...
That's the
I was thinking
10 out of
Gollum,
10.
but whatever, you know.
Yeah, Gollum showed...
Actually, does he really?
I don't think Gollum
Does
has
every-
nipples.
does he have
Alright,
nipples?
enough
You
of
know
that.
who does though? What's the character played by Liv Tyler?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Far out. What's her name?
People are gonna hear this.
Yeah,
They're gonna
I'm
be
just
like,
saying that
they're
Liv
gonna be like,
Tyler.
What is she an elf for? I
Yeah,
can't know.
she's an elf.
Okay. Is she like the queen elf?
No, that's Kate Blanchett.
Oh, that she is. I'm an idiot.
You need to start. We've been.
You
through this.
mean the other one?
Eowyn? Is it Eowyn? Something like that.
I don't know. I was
Right.
gonna say before you both started yelling about nipples. I don't know Lord of the Rings. I've not seen them.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Really? Okay. So
I've never seen them because
so-
they don't
so
interest me.
there's a-
But
there's
Eowyn, I'm gonna stick with Eowyn as great nipples.
So there's a massive plot hole in the whole movie. Basically, they could.
Is it that it's a ring?
No, is that they could actually just go on a bird?
I know
And
about the
just
birds.
take-
Yeah, everyone knows about the birds. but
I've
that's
seen
not-
The Hobbit.
That's not the point. That's not the point, John.
In the
point
book,
is
I think don't they explain in the book why they
Yeah.
can't? Yeah, but in the
Yeah.
movies they don't. That's the thing.
No.
So
Do you want to, okay, I've read some of the books. When I was in like year 4
Sure.
in primary school, because here in Australia we call them years instead of grades, and they make more sense. Fuck you.
Exactly the same.
fuck you, audience.
Fuck you. Fuck you both. In year 4, my teacher was very weird,
Right?
and I say weird as in like he was really weird.
Sure.
I'm not saying his name, but the general concept he gave us was like it was like, it was once a week, one specific day. Instead of teaching us that day, he would put on a book on tape and we would just sit and read along with it.
Sweet.
Great.
And there were and he made us do these weird exercises with like print off books of comic books.
Right?
Like he made us read the entirety of The Phantom.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And one of the books on tape he made us read was The Lord of the Rings. And I'll never forget being like
Which one?
the one where he's in the cave with Gollum.
Oh, that's the
That's,
Hobbit.
Is it? Oh, I read
Yeah,
the Hobbit
that's.
then.
Oh wait.
It's the
It's-
same
it's
fucking
either-
franchise.
it's either the
Oh, that's
Hobbit
it.
or The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
No,
Well, you
wouldn't.
wouldn't. Yeah, the Hobbit's the kid one.
Yeah,
That's the kid. You know. book.
Right, but they're the same franchise, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Cool.
pretty much.
Oh, well then I know nothing of Lord of the Rings.
Wow. Okay.
Something
So,
about a
The Lord of the
Hobbit named
Rings-
Sam. Actually, yeah. Question: you two know Lord of the Rings. How come we've got such fantasy names as Gandalf and fucking and Gollum, and then there's just Sam?
What's wrong with that?
It's a normal name.
Who
his name-
cares?
his
It's a good
name's,
name.
Samwise.
Samwise
Ah.
Gamgee.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that wrong.
It's like that. His Sam is just like an abbreviation.
All right. Can you
Samwise.
stop covering your mouth when you speak?
I can stop covering my mouth.
That's
But I
funny.
won't.
But no,
Yeah,
so the Lord of the Rings series basically starts with Frodo. He's all Frodoing around. He's a hobbit, which
Yeah.
is like a small dude with giant feet.
With hairy feet,
Yeah,
like an ape man.
yeah, and
Are hobbits apes?
no,
No.
Are you sure?
Well, they're not
No.
very. They're not
Have
very
you got
big.
any evidence to say otherwise?
They don't look like apes, and they're smarter than apes.
They could be
and they live in a
evolved.
hole.
They could shave.
well, it's the same with us.
It's like we're
Yeah,
apes.
but we don't have hairy feet. Well, some of us.
I do.
But we don't look. We're not short. Well, fuck you. Hobbits are apes.
Okay.
No, they're not. But
So,
whatever.
Right.
so Frodo's Frodoing around, just being his usual Frodo
Dude,
self.
you've got the do.
Yeah, he's going like doo and and so then his uncle is about to have his like birthday, right?
How old is he turning?
Oh, like
Give me a number.
127th birthday.
Someone's gonna hear that and be like, he was wrong.
It's something like
pretty
that.
Old.
120, 100 something.
It's yeah.
Okay.
111th? No, 111th?
It might be 100.
Is that old for a
111th
hobbit?
birthday?
Yeah.
Well, the reason he's so old is because he had the
He
ring.
has the ring.
The ring makes you young.
I thought the ring made you evil.
Well, it does. Kind of.
It kind of does.
So it's what you mean, kind of.
It depends.
Depends on the person.
The ring corrupts.
This is so
The
dumb.
ring corrupts the heart, but some
Right.
people are stronger than others, which is why people like
The organ or like the concept?
the concept.
Okay, I was gonna say because if it
Which is
rots
why-
the organ, that's a problem.
Characters like Smeagol or
Smeagol.
Golem.
No, Smiggle. This is
yeah.
funny.
Smeagol, yeah, like
Such
Smeagol.
a dumb
He
name.
found the ring and
That's a fantasy name. None of this Sam bullshit.
he found the ring and was immediately corrupted by it. He killed his friend when he found the ring.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
hid away and became crazy. But other people like Frodo aren't as easily corrupted by the ring,
Okay.
right? And the ring grants great power. It can turn people invisible. It can
I would argue that that's not a great power, but
it can extend the life for forever. Basically,
now that's a great power.
Yeah, it can.
right.
I mean, look at the Invisible Woman. She's shit. Look at Violet from The Incredibles.
The best character.
She's only good because she can't just be invisible. She can make force fields.
Can't the Invisible Woman do that?
It varies.
Ah, okay, because Incredibles is just the best Fantastic Four movie.
What?
Holy shit, he's right. Listeners, you can't see the face that I just formed. Imagine, I think in my head it looked like a slow reveal, but fucking hell. Holy, that's changed how I view that movie.
But
They're making it number 2 now.
I know, I can't wait.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But so Bilbo has a ring. He's having a birthday party, and
Was there cake?
Yes.
there's cake.
Then I'm into
There's
it.
cake. There's alcohol, and
there's
there are fireworks.
fireworks.
Those are like the big factors of the party.
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yeah,
Like,
Um,
our fireworks or Gandalf fireworks?
Gandalf fireworks.
Oh, those aren't fireworks, that's magic.
No, because they're
You don't think that's
fireworks
cool? What is wrong with
magic
you?
in them.
It's magic! Magic's dumb.
No, it's
Whoa,
gunpowder
you're gonna get-
with magic infused gunpowder.
That's fucking cool.
fucking annoying. But
Fucking cool.
So it's like a firework goes off, and instead of just being a firework, it turns into a dragon, right?
Yeah, you know what I could do instead? Just have a normal fucking firework.
I guess. But
But it's a dragon firework.
it is a dragon firework.
And it nearly kills everyone. But it's a dragon
But
firework.
so Gandalf turns up because Gandalf is friends with Bilbo.
Gandalf the Green?
Great.
Great.
Green. Gandalf the Green.
Gandalf the Great. Gandalf the rainbow colour.
So he turns
He's
up.
gay.
You know
Oh,
what,
wait,
I'm
Gandalf
just,
is actually...
Just for the record, this whole episode is going to be me annoying you two with my misknowledge.
That's fair. So Gandalf
Is
turns up.
Gandalf the one played by the guy from Doctor Who? Or is he played by...
It's Magneto.
Yeah, it's Magneto.
Just call him
It's
Magneto.
Magneto?
Yeah, it's Magneto.
Magneto the Grey!
There you go.
So Magneto turns up.
Yes!
I've
with
got
a huge-
I'm
Magneto.
into it
with a
now.
huge beard.
Does he have a magnet?
He's got magic magnet.
Quick question, just off topic. Why do we call him Magneto? Do you put magnetes on your fridge?
No, but it's
Oh no, because it
Nito.
gets to say Nito at the end.
That's the
Like,
best.
Nito.
Alright, anyway, back to Magneto the Grey.
So Gandalf, Magneto turns up. He's like, birthdays! And then he finds Bilbo with the ring, because Bilbo turns invisible while giving a speech. He gives the ring
That's-
to Frodo.
The
And
way
it's
you say that makes it sound like he's just popped a boner or something. Like he was at a family reunion and got an awkward stiffy.
yeah.
That's the
So
funniest thing.
so then he's like, okay,
Oh.
ring's evil. Got to get rid of it.
Right?
So they give it to Frodo. Frodo picks a bunch of friends, one friend, and then two others join because they were bored.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
What?
Frodo is going off. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do this alone. Samwise is like, no, you're my best friend. I'm coming with you.
Alright,
It's
No,
like,
they kind of
okay.
force him. They kind of force him to go down there.
Yeah, but Samwise goes with them, and they're like, okay. and then it's like they're walking through a thing, everything is going fine, and then Mary and Pippin turn up.
Pippin.
Yeah,
Pippin?
Pippin.
Wait, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Pippin.
No, I told you. I've never seen these. I've never read them.
Okay, yeah, Pippin, that's his
I
name.
don't know them.
So
Pippin.
yeah,
That's not a name. That's a sound effect.
Aragon's a name, apparently, but
But no,
Pippin
so-
can't be?
so
That's
Pippin,
because Aragon is a separate franchise about a dragon that's shit.
Yeah, it's really bad.
But no, so then Mary and Pippin turn up, and they're like, "Hey, we heard you were going somewhere. Thought we'd tag along."
And we also stole these vegetables
Yeah.
from this farmer.
From a
Why?
farmer. Why what?
I don't
Why
know.
do they steal vegetables?
Because they're
Because
dicks.
they're hungry.
So
they
they-
eat
So
constantly.
this is a story about two cunts and their mate.
pretty much.
Actually, yeah, basically. And then they just jump
Why
into
is
the
this
world
film
of shit.
popular?
And then they jump
done
into...
really well.
It's done really well, yeah.
Ugh.
But anyway, so then they go to a place, they meet some people, and then they're like, okay, gotta get rid of this ring. A bunch of people are like, oh, I can do it with my axe. Bam, didn't work.
You missed, like, the big part of the movie just then, but whatever, yeah.
Well,
Okay, do you?
Ba-
No,
ba-
but-
basically,
I don't care if you care. I don't.
Basically, the ring, when it's put on, the bad guy, Sauron,
Where's this? Hang on. Have we missed the bit where the guy's like, "We're gonna have my sword"?
that's the bit with,
Ah,
that's a bit with the axe.
Yeah.
By the way, just giving him all those things, that's going to be very heavy to carry.
Yeah. Interesting fact about that, only line in the entire trilogy that Legolas says to Frodo is, "End my bow."
Wait, what? He doesn't say anything to...
Nah,
Really?
nah,
I'm going to put money on the idea that Legolas just doesn't like Frodo.
100%.
I bet he's mad
Wait,
because
so he doesn't say anything?
maybe he's mad because he has to be.
Wait,
played by
Frodo
Orlando
doesn't even
Bloom.
say his name at the end, I don't think.
No.
When he comes to the door, he just looks at him and goes,
Ah!
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Legolas is mad at Frodo because Legolas is played by Orlando Bloom and his career went down the shitter
yeah, what? Did it go down the shit?
because he stopped making Pirates of the Caribbean
Mhm.
movies.
But yeah, so literally, Legolas's one line to Frodo is, "End my bow."
That's a odd line, but all right.
But,
Sorry. Brief pause because John's phone rang. Anyway,
Just turned it off.
But
Good
so
idea.
so basically, the ring allows the bad guy who created the ring to see where it is when it's being worn,
right.
right? And he's got a bunch of people going after these people to get the ring back because having the ring will give him ultimate power again.
Then how did he lose it?
How did he was beaten in war?
What did he put it up for? Was it a fucking bet?
No, he was wearing it, and someone cut his arm off.
Yeah, actually, that's really dumb. His finger just got cut off. His fingers
Wait,
got cut
just
off.
his finger?
Well, his fingers just got cut off and then he just died. That is literally what happened.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was all
Who
his power.
dies of a finger wound?
Yeah, well,
Oh, I've got a paper cut.
Well,
this
no,
is the end
because-
for me.
because the hand that was cut had the ring on it. But I don't know why that would
Yeah.
kill him.
Here's an idea. He could wear a ring around his neck.
But I
on
think
a
the idea
necklace.
is to make it actually work. You actually
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's wearing
Fucking magic bullshit.
Sauron's wearing the ring. His hand gets cut off.
What's his name again, sorry?
Sauron.
Sauron.
Like Sal Worms?
Yes.
Sal Worms is wearing the
So
ring.
Sauron is wearing the ring, and he gets his arm cut off. He loses the ring, and
In a bet.
And he dies.
he dies, and the ring goes missing to be found later
By,
by Smeagol,
the stationery store or the guy?
By Smeagol.
the guy,
I'm gonna pretend it's the stationery store.
which is later where Bilbo finds it in the Hobbit
In
series.
Smeagol.
And then Bilbo gives Frodo,
Anyway,
and then the
so-
Fellowship
so-
happens, and then yeah.
So
The Fellowship, you say.
Sauron,
Yeah,
is,
Fellowship.
Okay.
Sauron is now a giant glowing eye in the sky.
Why?
Yeah, this is really
Why
dumb
is he
thinking
an
about
eye?
it.
He is an
Don't
eye
know. Why is
because-
anything anything? Why is an orange an orange?
Why are we... I can tell you why we're this way, John, because of evolution. But why...
An
what-
orange is
magic?
Magic. There you go.
He's brought,
Magic.
he's brought back to life, but not at full strength.
I have a
so he
sn-
gets to watch, but not actually
Yeah, he's not full
interfere.
strength.
I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of my questions are going to be answered with because magic.
A lot of them, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so
You
the
know what we
basic
call
story-
that? Lazy storytelling.
It's not lazy.
Well, if
it's
you
awesome.
You know what the best bit is? I fully recognise that Lord of the Rings is one of the best book trilogies ever written.
Mm.
I don't care.
Also, really good movies. But
Yeah, fantastic
anyway,
movies.
so basically, the story is trying to get
I've
this
not seen them,
ring,
so they can't be that good.
the ring to where they were forged, and throw them into the fires because it's the only thing that's able to destroy it, fully killing Sauron.
Okay.
Okay, and the whole thing is about getting it there. So, any more questions, or should I just keep explaining every movie?
Right now, no, but I like how you keep explaining things and I keep chiming in with random bullshit questions.
Right.
This is a good. I like this. Keep doing this. I can feel John's hatred and resentment for me growing. You know what's really
I
terrifying?
have a baseball bat.
Yeah, he's holding a wooden baseball bat right now, and he's gonna clobber me with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Matthew McConaughey will stop him though.
Alright.
Oh yeah, with his fucking Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, exactly right.
Was he in Lord of the Rings?
No,
Why not?
because no.
No.
Was he?
Lord of the Rings was made when Matthew McConaughey was still doing things like Ghost of Girlfriend's Past and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
All right. There are dwarves in Lord of the Rings.
There are dwarves.
Yes.
Do they have good beards?
They've got great
Yes,
beards.
but there's
No,
only
no.
one in Lord of the Wait.
Oh, that's fucked.
In
That's
Lord
it.
of the Rings.
There's only one.
Is there? There's Gimli.
Yeah.
Gimli's the main one.
Gimli. That's
Oh,
a good
maybe
name.
four. There's probably like 4 at the start when they all come in, but that's it.
Yeah.
So really, there's only kind of one. But then they go into that cave and all of them are dead.
And Gimli.
Oh.
Gimli has some.
That's a bad name.
Not all
Yeah.
of them are dead, but wait, it's
They're
just
all
that.
dead.
That's a hell of a cave.
Wait a minute, is that all of them dead?
All the dwarves.
So-
Yeah, all the dwarves are
That's
dead.
hilarious.
So there's a part in it where Gimli is like, "Oh, we should cut through this dwarven like kingdom, right?
Yeah.
It'll be super easy. I'm a dwarf. I'll just tell them like we're heading through, and we'll cut through all this garbage. We won't have to go over this mountain. We just go straight through it. It'll be easy."
Can't go over it. Can't.
So
go
they get
over
there.
it.
They're like, the door's locked. Weird. A giant squid comes out, tries to go all hentai on them.
Wait.
Yeah, this is.
Is he telling me a giant squid?
Yeah, it just randomly comes out of nowhere.
Why a squid?
It's like
It just,
a-
Why?
it,
It's like an
it
octopus.
just wanted to throw it over for some reason.
It's like a
What
yeah.
the fuck?
It's an evil giant squid. So
Okay.
they
They had a
fight
parrot
against-
beak.
Yeah, they fight against the squid. Then
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Then they escape the squid and they go into the dwarven kingdom,
Okay.
and it's just dead dwarves.
Everywhere. And
All
he's like,
over the joint.
no!
And
No!
it's like, what the balls is this? Like, why are all these dwarves dead?
This is not a.
Turns
No.
out it's
No,
a
it's
Balrog. The Balrog is chilling there.
What's a Balrog?
The Balrog is you know the most famous line of like "You shall not pass."
Yeah.
It's the things that he says that to. It's a giant flaming demon with a whip.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Oh,
It's really cool.
when you say flaming, I'm presuming you mean on fire and not like flaming homosexual.
On fire.
On fire.
Right.
I mean, I don't know
No
about his
leather
sexual
straps or
preference,
anything.
It's important to me.
But
Pretty
Is
cool.
he a looker?
he's a demon.
He's a
He
demon.
looks
That
like-
didn't answer my question.
He
No.
looks like a giant dude with almost like a skull face and horns, and he's like
I'll
black
get a
and
picture of
orange.
him.
What's his body look like?
Big?
Oh, do you have a
That's
phone?
not a description.
Is there a phone? Look it up.
It's literally like big.
It's pretty cool.
There's no like detail.
It's just
on
like
it
it's
other
just
than
like he's
fire.
just black and he's on fire. It's really hard to
I
explain.
know.
Yeah, that's
I'll do it.
basically it.
Yeah.
Balrog.
Yeah, but
It's pretty cool.
Oh. Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah, I get that.
So
We're learning a lot about Ben
So
today.
basically, that thing was there. All the dwarves are dead, and Gandalf is like, "Oh, sorry, Magneto."
Yeah, I was gonna say, who is
It's
Gandalf?
like, dude, get out of here.
You cannot pass.
He
He
goes,
makes
"You shall not pass."
he makes like all of us with the ATAR. You cannot pass.
And then
Yeah.
Frodo goes, no.
and then
Fools.
Gandalf presumably dies fighting the Magneto presumably dies fighting the Balrog, and everyone.
Where's Professor X?
Professor X is the Balrog. Crazy, right?
No,
Oh
it
my
doesn't
God.
surprise me. Professor X is a dick.
True, but
Cool, 'cause he
So
was.
so then
He's
so
a dick in movies. Anyway,
so
right,
the Balrog takes him down.
So the ball hog takes down Magneto.
Yeah, and the rest of them are like, "Well, bridge is broken. Guess we're going up the mountain, and this was
Okay,
a total waste
so-
of time. End of first movie.
Right.
Not really.
No, but
almost.
quick question. Okay, so Sourworms
Yeah, sourworms.
wants the ring.
Yes.
Yes.
He doesn't have
Yes.
any fingers anymore,
No.
Well, he'll
so
get.
he can't use it.
No.
He's got another hand.
But he's a giant floating eye.
No, if the ring is returned to the tower, which he is upon,
His giant tower where
he
he's a giant
will
floating
will
eye.
get a physical form again.
Okay, and then
get
he'll have
the ring
fingers?
again. Yes.
Alright, second question. Sourworms wants the ring.
Yes.
Our mates, the good guys,
Yeah.
the heroes,
Sure.
don't want him to have the ring, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
But they're taking the ring
To him.
to him.
Yes.
Yes.
And neither of you see the flaw in that plan.
No, the
No,
problem
there is a reason why.
that if you don't take the ring to him, you're just gonna have things coming to you that will eventually take the ring to him anyway.
Alright?
The difference is if they get there, they can destroy the ring.
Right.
And which
So-
will destroy him.
So this trilogy of movies is them going to where Sourworms is, yeah?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
Right. I've got an idea.
depending on the characters.
I've
But
got
then
an-
they kind of split up and.
Right. Now, taking into account that we don't use the Eagles because we don't use the Eagles,
Yep.
why don't
Mhm.
they let themselves be caught and taken to where Sourworms is, and then when they get there, they fight out of their captivity? Because now they are in the location they need to be.
Firstly, they will just take the ring.
Yeah, they'll take
Just-
the ring.
just take
kill
the
them.
ring.
What if you swallow the ring?
Then they'll cut your stomach out.
Then
and
you
take
swallow
the
it
ring.
again.
You'd be dead, dude.
Be dead.
Just keep swallowing.
The problem with it is
Just
that
keep
Oh,
swallowing.
I'm sorry. In a world where wizards and fucking leprechauns and smeagol's and giant floating eyes, you fuckers have a problem with resurrection?
no,
No.
but the necromancer is Sauron. Sourworms.
Yeah.
So Sourworms would have to be the one bringing them back to life, which he wouldn't do because they're 100% trying to kill him.
Why is there only one necromancer?
Well, there might be more, but it's not an easy thing to come
Are
by.
all the necromancers evil?
Yes.
That's not fair.
Yes.
Not all necromancers. Hashtag not all necromancers.
Of course.
Yes.
But, basically, they're just like, okay, gotta get there, because otherwise we'll be killed and it will be given to the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just got to throw it into the volcano.
Yeah.
Well, I know that one of these is
Throw
just
it into
them
the
walking.
fire.
Which one's the one where they just walk? Like it's just them walking to the location and some shit happens.
Two,
That's
maybe
two.
Well,
Can we skip two?
no.
No. Wait, maybe.
Why not?
Because 2 has a lot of important things in it.
But Mad Max is a great film trilogy.
Wait,
You just
what?
skip
But
the
what
first
is
and
what
third.
is no? But what is important in it?
In the second one, second one reintroduces Magneto as Magneto.
Yeah,
the
that actually
White.
is really important. Yeah.
Yeah,
that is-
What colour's his suit?
It's white.
I
It's
bet
just-
you it's not.
It's purple with a helmet.
No, I was actually gonna say it's probably more of a cream. Magneto the cream.
but so Magneto's
Magneto the cream or Magneto the beige? How many wizards are there? Do they all get a colour?
yes.
Oh, wait, what?
There's
Yeah.
Why?
Magneto
Yeah.
the White, who was
That's
Magneto
so
the Grey.
dumb.
So Gandalf. I'm just gonna say the real name here.
Gandalf
Gandalf the White.
Grey.
Yeah.
You can go back to Gandalf.
Sauron
Sauron.
the White.
Sauron? No. Wait.
Sourworms the
No,
one?
not Sourworms.
Okay.
Sauron.
Sauron. Yeah.
Who works for Sourworms.
So, Sauron. Okay, Sourworms is Sauron,
Yeah.
and he has an employee
Named Sauron.
named Sauron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in this world of high fantasy, with all these mystical names and regular names such as Mary and Sam, two blokes happen. Bullshit!
No, that's legit.
My name is Ben, and I've only ever met one actual other Ben.
Yeah, but technically they don't have the
I've got
same
like
name.
6 Bens.
You guys are fucked. We're all the same. All
But
Bens are
technically it's
hive
not the
minds.
same name. I mean, you know,
Other
it's
Bens that might be
different-
listening to
different
this,
name.
confirm it. We're all just the one hive mind.
But yeah, so Sauron's working for Sauron. Sauron is the White.
That's so dumb, but
So,
alright.
so he's the White.
Yeah.
Gandalf's the Grey.
Yeah.
The one from The Hobbit is the Brown. And there's a
That's
blue.
the one that's played by the guy from Doctor Who, yeah?
John?
Yes!
Yeah, he's in.
Yes! He's one of the doctors, I think.
Yeah, he's like number 7.
Yeah, he's more like, yeah, he's
I
one
know
from
that
the,
because
the
he's
last
like-
the last one from the earlier series.
Yeah, I know. Number 7. I know
Yeah.
that because he's my favorite because he's the most murdery.
Wait, what? He
He's
murders?
he's such a psychopath. That's another topic for another day. The Doctor.
But yeah.
We'll get to Doctor Who.
So-
Don't you fucking worry.
So I think there's 4 or 7 wizards.
Right.
But you only meet 3.
The brown being the weakest.
Why are there only 7? Why?
Yeah,
okay.
why?
Why isn't there? Okay.
Because it takes a long time to become a proper full-fledged wizard.
Okay. So if you're training, do you get a color,
You get a colour...
or do you get like a shade? Like if you're training under, say, Terry the Red, do you become, say, Steve the Maroon?
No. You would...
Why not? Because that's a great idea.
You're not a wizard yet. When you become a wizard, you get given your colour. That's why Gandalf's robes change without him needing to get changed.
How do you pick the color?
It's chosen by what you can do. So the brown is based around nature, so that's why he's...
Based around shit. My
Yeah.
friend.
Why is he? Wait, so why is? I didn't never knew why Gandalf was grey. Why is he grey?
Even John's confused.
No, I'm really confused. What
John,
the fuck with wizards?
John, by
So-
the way,
so the
who
white-
picked this topic?
The
I did,
white-
yes.
The white is the strongest one.
Yeah.
They're like the most pure. Then you've got grey, who's like less, but still like in between, right? And so like he goes with almost like all magic,
Yeah.
right? While the brown is a nature wizard, right? So he chills in the forest and all of that. And then there's I think 3 blue ones, and I don't know anything about them because
Why are there 3 blue ones?
Don't know.
What can they do stuff with water?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Are they're waterbenders. In my mind, they are waterbenders from Avatar, the
Okay.
last Airbender.
But-
We should talk about the movie. Whatever.
What of Avatar?
Avatar.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's so good.
You know what we would do? We'd talk about that, but that's not today's topic.
I
That's
know.
true.
Anyway, what happens in the 3rd Lord of the Rings?
You haven't even done the second one.
I don't care.
The
The
third.
second one.
So, the
introduces
second one.
Smeagol.
The second one's basically a
introduces-
huge battle.
Yeah, second one.
Give me the
just
cliff notes.
war,
It's just war. The second one.
basically.
I'm into it.
So
I do like a good fight.
Sam and Pippin are
Yeah.
captured by orcs.
Okay.
They escape the orcs and run.
Orcais. That's how
What colour are the orcs?
Orcais.
They're multiple colours, but
They're
mainly
like-
greyish.
Okay, good.
Orcais.
I like orcs. Anyway, continue.
But they're
Yeah.
captured. Then the orcs get into this big fight because one of them wants to eat the
Yeah,
hobbits.
it was orcs
Yeah.
against Orcais, and they sort of fought. One part of it was saying we should just eat the hobbits, and the other
One
was saying no,
we
we're going
need
to take
them
them
as
back.
hostages.
Alright.
Yeah.
So while they're fighting, they escape into the forest and find the Ents, who then go, "Oh, by the way, your friend Gandalf, he's here,
Okay.
and he's white now. He's not grey.
So Ian
He
McKellen.
beat a Balrog in battle. He qualifies to be a white wizard.
Oh, did you know? the.
So,
this
hang
is-
on.
Wait, no, you go.
No, you go.
You know, this is really off topic, but we are talking about Lord of the Rings. Did you know the scene where Aragorn doing the tracking on number 2, and they go to that site where
And he kicks the helmet.
kicks the helmet. He actually breaks his toe on the last time they filmed it.
Yeah,
He
and
kicks a helmet and he
it's-
actually breaks
it's
his toe.
great
That's awesome.
because in it he's like angry because he thinks that they're dead.
The
Yeah.
Hobbit's
Right?
dead.
He kicks the helmet and he screams like "Ah!" It's a real scream of pain.
he actually broke
his foot
Yeah.
kicking the helmet.
He broke his toe.
Oh,
Yeah,
how good.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Alright, so, hang on. Before,
But so-
let me... Before, you said that you didn't get shades, you got colours. So if I was training, I would have if I was a wizard, I'd have a colour.
Yeah.
Gandalf had a colour.
Yeah.
He was grey.
Yes.
Which arguably is a shade.
Yeah.
Still a colour.
Yeah. But then he got an upgrade
Yeah.
and got a colour.
Well, he got white.
Isn't white like every color? I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Uh,
So you got every color in one.
I'm not even going to begin to yell at you
It's
for that,
it's
but
not-
alright.
It's not really important. Just know
It's
that
important to me!
he comes back. He's white. There are a bunch of trees around that can talk.
Are they like interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they grouped?
No.
Then they're not
No.
interesting.
Bigger than Groot.
But they don't just say, I am whatever.
No, they talk.
They should.
They
But-
should.
but-
They should.
And,
That'd be
and
pretty
basically, the hobbits are like, "You guys are huge. You should join our side of the battle." And
Wait.
they're like, "No,
They're trees.
yeah,
But they
Trees
can
can't-
walk. They can walk around stuff.
Then wait.
they're ants.
They're ants.
They're tree people."
They're tree people.
Ugh!
Did you like Doctor Who? It's like, come
No,
on.
I don't. I hate Doctor Who with a passion.
I thought you liked Doctor Who.
It's annoying and stupid.
But you watched the fucker.
I know. I don't know how to stop.
But basically, so they're a
It's
giant.
like a drug.
They're a giant walking, talking tree people. They're like, join the war. They're like, no, this doesn't concern us. We just live in a forest.
We
and
are
they're
trees.
And they cut down trees. But
And then
we don't
they
care
go
about
out,
that.
they-
Lumberjacks.
But they're like, we're gonna take the hobbits out of the forest so that they can continue their journey. And when they get out of the forest, they just see that the orcs have been destroying nature. And he's like, I had friends that lived in this forest. Literal line from the movie. I don't know if it's in the books, but he's like,
Didn't he pick like
he's
little
like,
trees
I
and
had,
whatever?
I had friends that lived in this forest, and then he's like, screw it, we're joining the war.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happens on that side. While that's happening, Sam and Frodo, they find Gollum. Gollum's all like, hey, what's up? You got the ring? They're like, sure do. If you want it, you better show us the way to Mordor. He's like, chill.
the
So,
one does not simply walk into Mordor. I know that.
yeah.
Sean Bean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sean Bean dies.
Of course,
It's
it's
actually-
Sean Bean.
Actually, one of the best moments in the movie.
It's the saddest. Actually,
It's
the
so
saddest.
good.
It's so sad as well. You're like,
You know what's
"Don't
sad?
die."
How little I give a fuck about this.
3
film.
arrows. 3 fucking arrows. Not even kill him. He didn't kill
Did they
him.
hit him in the face?
No.
The dick?
No.
Then he's not dead. The
But
knee.
still 3 arrows. Amazing.
Like, I'm skipping over a ton of stuff and giving you, like, the...
Yeah, I know, and it's
super-
boring the fuck out of me.
But, basically, the hobbits find Gollum. They're going off. These guys are like, we should kill Gollum. They're like, nah, dude, got the ring. And then,
So this is just a war over jewelry.
yes.
yes.
Yeah, okay, continue.
Sauron, it might be in the first one. It could be in the second. Sauron Sauron
Yeah.
is, like, talking to
You know,
Gandalf.
hey, you know how you just got the names confused?
Yeah.
That's what my point was.
Yeah. He's all
How
like,
fucking... Imagine sitting around the medieval water cooler and having that discussion. Oh, I was just talking to Sauron. Oh, you mean Sauron? Oh, fuck, yeah, sorry, I'm new. I made the mistake because our boss and one of his mates have the same fucking name, despite living in a fantasy world where one of them could be called Ink, and it wouldn't fucking matter!
But Sauron is like, Gandalf, be bad with me, because Sauron's gonna win this war. And he's like,
Yeah.
And then
nah,
he can
dude.
control metal?
Yeah,
Good.
totally.
How good.
But,
Magneto.
But
Cornetto.
so
Cornetto.
you know, Frodo and Sam
love
just
Cornettos.
are going on their merry way, trying to get there with Gollum leading them to Mordor.
Not a good idea.
No, it's a terrible idea.
Gollum's a prick.
Gollum
Frodo's a
constantly.
fucking moron for that.
Gollum constantly trying to trick Frodo into believing that Sam is against him.
Which he kind of succeeds.
Does he fall for it?
Yeah,
Yes.
100% falls for it.
Huh,
Again, he
my
falls-
best friend in the whole world, or this
Well,
hairless,
it's a combination-
toothless,
The
meth
thing-
addict looking
It's because it's
motherfucker.
a combination
It's
of
the
him.
ring.
It's a combination of him being tied in the ring.
Yeah.
He can't
Take a
sleep.
nap.
He can't sleep.
No, he can't sleep with the ring. It keeps him up.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he can't sleep with the ring if it only fits on a finger.
But
But so tired.
But okay, so they go along. Legolas and Gimli and Aragorn are all fighting in the war.
Okay.
Right. It's awesome. This great battle.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
heard,
they count. Oh no, they do that in the second
Look,
one. But they
That's
count
the
their
third
deaths.
one.
I've heard.
They count
you
the
know,
deaths.
I've heard all the reports, and everyone's like,
That's-
"Oh yeah, I know. I understand how amazing the battles in this film were filmed. I know that it changed how we film war in cinema, and I respect that. But can you wrap it the fuck up?
So then the
This
third
is long.
movie-
This is.
Are you kidding me?
I
I thought we were in the third movie.
No, second, third movie.
Oh, there's a whole nother movie of this
I'll
bullshit.
give a super quick version of the third
They
movie.
throw him in a hole.
No,
That's the short version. They win. Short.
that's the super short version.
No, give. Yeah.
Right.
sure.
Frodo and Sam go up a mountain. Gollum tricks Frodo into believing Sam's evil. Then Gollum tries to kill Frodo by
Right.
sending him in to fight a giant spider lady. The spider lady's
This is
like,
a spider.
I'm a spider, and then she wraps Frodo up, and then Sam comes in with a light bulb that he was given to by
Wait,
Gandalf.
stop.
Not by Gandalf.
No.
Wasn't it by Gandalf?
No,
No,
by the Elf
Shut
Queen.
up.
By the Elf Queen.
Oh, right, by the
Yeah,
No,
Elf Queen.
shut the
yeah.
fuck up. Light bulb.
No, it's
It's not actually a
crystal.
light bulb.
It's a crystal.
It's a crystal.
Right,
thing.
then
But-
say crystal. Because when you say light bulb, I think light bulb.
It's a
like,
crystal
Isn't
thing.
this a medieval society?
It's a
Picture
crystal thing.
that lights up. Right.
Really fucking
so
bright.
it's
It's a torch basically that
it's
never
a
goes
crystal
out.
that
Never
has-
goes out.
Yeah.
Right, good.
He's like, get back, foul demon spider. And then she's all like, damn, that's a bright light.
He
And
goes,
then
"Ah."
Damn nature, you scary.
she gets away, and then Frodo gets cut out of the spider web.
He thinks he's dead, but he
Thinks he's
actually
dead.
is not.
Okay.
Um,
Dot.
there are some orcs. They kill the orcs, take their armor, and are like,
Does
they
that-
won't fall for this. We're orcs now. We'll just walk into Mordor.
Okay, I don't know a lot about fantasy, as evidenced by this entire episode. Hobbits aren't tall, are they?
No. But some orcs
Orcs
aren't.
are quite large, though, aren't they?
No.
Depends on the orc.
Well, they're like
Because there's
human
Gollum,
height,
orcs,
at
and
least, right?
Uruk-hais. I think.
Orcs are like human height, right?
Well,
Some
there's
of them.
golems. There's
But the
Yeah.
armor is,
Golems and orcs are not this. I know about golems.
there are
Gollum. But yeah, but
not
that-
the not
but they're
Gollum
part
the
of it.
creature, Gollum, not Gollum the dude who used to be Smeagol.
No.
Gollum the thing.
yeah.
but the
They're-
armor
they're in
doesn't
there.
fit them.
Of course, it doesn't fit them.
They just put it on like
You can
they-
just fucking tell by looking at them. Be like, they're not orcs. Like,
Yeah.
that's just not.
So that's going on. They're heading towards the mountain,
Right.
right? And presumably Smeagol's dead.
Okay. He's not though, is he?
No.
No.
Okay.
Um,
All that meth gave him super strength.
Aragorn is like, gotta get a sword. This sword can kill a bunch of things. They're like, chill. He goes, gets the sword.
Hey, you know what also kills?
No, he
him,
doesn't
though?
get. He gets given a sword and then he has to go and get an army.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
there's a lot of shit in this movie, isn't there?
I was just
Fucking
gonna
hell.
say he gets given a sword. Hey, you know what kills a lot of things? This sword. Yeah, swords do that.
This sword.
What makes this sword special?
If the sword's wielded by the true king, it can kill ghosts.
So Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
it's
you
really
gonna call?
weird because back, I don't know, 100 years ago, there was an army that his, I don't know, great grandfather
Yeah.
controlled, and they didn't come to war. They ran away,
They all
and then
got
he cursed them that they couldn't rest.
No,
They
and
couldn't
the,
rest
and
or
the,
something.
and the,
So dumb.
Or
and the
something.
sword can kill these ghosts.
Yeah.
This ghost army.
You know
So
who
he
else
goes
can
in-
kill these things? Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Right.
Call him.
So Aragorn's
He's not
like,
busy.
I've got a sword. Join
That blade
join
was
my,
broken.
Join my
You have to
armies.
read something. That
So-
line was broken. That's right. That line
Yeah.
was broken.
So then
Do-do-do-do-do.
they get the ghost army, and a bunch of other things, including the Ents, start fighting the orcs. This is really summarized, by the way.
That's so much
Yeah,
more.
it's starting to piss me off.
And while that's happening, Frodo and Sam climb up the mountain. They throw it in. Well, before they throw it in, Smeagol comes up. He bites Frodo's finger off. Frodo's like,
So he's got 4 fingers on one
Actually,
hand.
if
Yeah.
Smeagol wasn't
Cool.
there, the ring wouldn't have fallen in the fire.
yeah.
If
it's
he
true.
wasn't there, Smeagol actually kind of did a good
So
thing.
he's the true hero.
No, Sam's the true hero.
Sam's the true hero.
Smeagol is the true hero. Smegma,
Yeah.
the true hero. Do you know
Yeah.
what? I don't know.
No, I
Just
don't.
Google it.
Don't
But
Google
yeah,
it.
well, Sam is the true hero, but Smeagol was like, yeah.
But yeah, Smeagol turns up because Frodo's like, I want the ring, it's mine. And then Sam's like, no, Mr. Frodo, throw it in the lava, man.
What you doing?
Why is he suddenly cool? Why is he suddenly the cast of Cool Runnings?
He has to be.
Cool runnings! I'm
And
not
then-
smoking,
and
man.
then
I'm breathing.
Gollum turns up. Gollum bites the ring off Frodo's finger.
Finger.
Like he bites his finger off, takes
Kinky.
the ring,
Very kinky.
and then
He jumps up and down
they
for joy.
start fighting over it.
Right.
And Gollum has the ring, and Frodo kicks him off the edge of this thing into the volcano.
Okay.
Ring with Gollum. Gollum puts on the ring. Well, no,
He
Gollum
just
goes
puts
to
it- he
put
just
it
put
on
it-
the ring, and
he
he's
just-
like, "My precious," and then
And then he falls in the volcano
burns.
and burns.
The
to
ring
death.
burns, and the giant eyeball is like, "Oh no, my ring!" damn it! How did I not see them walking in here? I guess I was too preoccupied on
Even
the
though
army.
I did see them walk in there because the light went onto Frodo.
Right, I have a question. Is this series over? Is that the end?
Almost.
Well, there's extended
So,
DVD.
I don't care about extent.
Okay.
If it didn't come out in the cinema, then it doesn't count.
So the ring falls in. The army of orcs gets eaten by the earth. There's a big earthquake, basically, that
Sure, why the fuck not?
kills all the orcs and anything in Mordor, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Or some of them get away. They
Fuck
run
it,
away.
Yeah,
why
some
not,
of
you
them.
know? Magic.
And then Frodo's all like, oh man, I'm like dead. Like, this just took it all out of me, right?
We're gonna have a nap.
Which it would. And then Gandalf comes, he's like, I'm on an eagle. Get ready for a 1-day trip back to the Shire.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they get on the
Yeah.
eagle. They go back to the
The
Shire.
No, they
Where
don't go
it
back to the
started.
show. They go back to
Oh, right, Rivendell.
Rivendell. But
The-
still,
the
that's
land- the
pretty
land
fucking
of
far.
elves.
That's still like yeah.
Right,
So they could have
go
taken them the
back to
whole way.
Rivendell.
They could have taken them to the gate, but they didn't. They had to do
And
this whole
Frodo
trip.
wakes up, he's greeted by all of his friends, and then Frodo writes the book about
Ben doesn't
what
look
he
very
did.
happy.
He writes a book about his journey,
Which is Lord of the Rings.
which is the Lord of the Rings, and then he gets on a boat and goes to the Elven afterlife.
Because he's gonna die or something.
Yeah, but if you
Oh yeah, he got stabbed. By the way, we missed
Yeah,
that.
he got ultra stabbed.
He got
That's nice.
he got ultra stabbed by the
by the
Witch King of
Witch King,
Magma or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Right.
So he goes to the Elven
The Black
afterlife
Things.
because there he'll be immortal,
The
Okay, you know what?
and
Is-
he's an immortal hero
Alright.
basically.
So to summarize, there was a ring,
Yep,
some bloke took it to a place,
Yep.
he chucked it in a pit,
sure.
then he went to heaven.
kind of.
Kind of.
He went to
And
Elven heaven.
all of his friends cried, and Legolas didn't say.
And
anything
That's
to
not...
him.
And-
because that requires less summarizing.
And-
to summarize, how long is this franchise?
12 hours.
12 hours. 12 hours explained in less than 30 seconds. Man finds ring. Man takes ring to Mordor. Man throws ring in lava. Series over.
Well, yeah, this is
Yeah.
a journey, man. A to
Fuck
B.
the journey!
A to B. It's the best
Sto-
A to B movie ever
Stories
made.
are about the journey. It's not about when you get there or when you begin. It's what happens in between.
But it's the best A to B
It's
series.
awesome.
Series like movie series ever.
I disagree.
You haven't seen it,
I don't care.
It's so good.
but you don't need to. My
But
explanation
yeah, but the
was
ending,
so good. It had
the
Magneto.
ending, the ending, like the real ending where they're all crying, they're hugging everything. That goes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Alright.
God, I was going, just
Well-
go on the boat, you fucking. Anyway.
Okay. Well,
Wow, this was long.
yeah. Taking into account, that's been episode whatever of From a Hat, where the topic's been Lord of the Rings. I've not learned a thing. I've been Ben, though.
I've been Phoenix.
I've been John.
Thanks for listening. Bye.